The Department of Chemical and Biological Engineering at Northwestern University's McCormick School of Engineering is nationally recognized for its leadership in engineering education and research.
It's really a meeting place between the science and the application. And really in what we do in the academic environment in particular is apply science creatively.
Cross-cutting research is conducted in three principal areas: biotechnology and bioengineering, molecular engineering, and complex systems. The department offers a BS degree in chemical engineering, providing students with the core fundamentals. Students then have the option to specialize in the frontier areas of pharmaceuticals, polymer science, environmental engineering, biotechnology, and bioprocessing. The department offers an optional certificate in biotechnology and biochemical engineering. Pioneering research is conducted by many of the department faculty. This video highlights just a few of these researchers. Lonnie Shea's work includes projects in cell and tissue engineering and gene therapy.
This is where you learn the polymer processing, you learn how to handle proteins and DNA, such that those become the knobs and the levers by which you actually try to tune how a cell might respond in a given environment.
Lonnie Shea's research group is collaborating with Northwestern's Feinberg School of Medicine, working with surgeons, endocrinologists, oncologists, and biologists.
We're looking at developing a technology for actually growing ovarian follicles to produce mature eggs, which ultimately will provide fertility preservation options for women with cancer.
Josh Leonard's group is exploring ways to build new disease-fighting functions into immune system cells through the use of synthetic biology.
You can build things like an engineer builds a bridge from biological pieces like nucleic acids, DNA, it could be the proteins, or it could be completely synthetic components.
The ability to design new functions into existing cells will have applications not only in therapeutic medicine, but also in the development of new biofuels. Linda Broadbelt is working to move the world away from diminishing petrochemical resources with their harmful byproducts and toward the use of more biocompatible resources.
We're thinking about how can we best utilize plants and other biomass resources to turn it into useful fuels and chemicals, maybe even novel fuels and chemicals that we haven't thought about yet.
Molecular engineering involves the design of materials and control of chemical conversion processes on increasingly smaller scales.
I would not include this one. Exactly.
Complex systems is an emerging area of research. The brain is complex, and so is an individual cell, which consists of thousands of different genes, proteins, and chemicals.
There is this big soup. What it is about the way in which they interact that makes them work the way they do.
Luis Amaral is creating maps that will help us understand which of these elements are the most critical to making the system function well.
I would like to know what would be the 10 most important genes, what would be the 10 most important proteins, how those proteins and genes coordinate the actions of some group of other genes and proteins.
More than 50% of undergraduate students engage in research.
We try to carve out a nice independent project for them so they really have something that they can call their own. And ultimately, a number of the undergraduates that we've had end up as authors on publications.
I'm doing spinal cord regeneration technologies and really fantastic applications of what I've been learning in the classroom, and I'm now applying it in an actual research environment.
Students in the top-ranked graduate program work closely with faculty on cutting-edge research.
The project that I'm working on is kind of generating novel reactions that allow us to degrade toxic compounds so that they're not accumulating in the environment.
They come in, they learn the basics of what we do, they understand it, they get a set of techniques, but then there's the curiosity, the intrinsic curiosity to really push back the boundaries and make things possible that we couldn't currently do.
Graduates pursue careers in diverse industries such as pharmaceutical, food, chemical, petroleum, IT, and consulting, or seek advanced degrees in science, engineering, law, medicine, or business.
They need to be able to understand and to synthesize knowledge from many types of different disciplines. Also students that want to do something that will change the world and make it a better place, that will be wanting to solve the big challenges that we have ahead of us.